Goku Black, who followed Future Trunks to the past and emerged in front of the Dragon Team, realized Future Trunks disappeared because he traveled through time. Whis tells Beerus to look at Goku Black's right hand, and Beerus notices the time ring. Goku Black looks around and recognizes Vegeta and Beerus as the god of destruction. Future Trunks, demanding how Goku Black got here, began to assault him, but Vegeta stops him, saying he cannot beat him. Goku immediately flies up and confronts Goku Black, excited to fight him. Goku Black accepts, wishing to fight Goku in this body. Goku Black then dismisses Goku for asking what that means, firing a ki blast at Goku, who blocks it, but is pushed back to a deserted rocky area. Piccolo asks who he is, and Bulma says that he is her enemy. Piccolo, along with Future Trunks, Vegeta, and Krillin, all fly away to watch the fight. Beerus says that a fight between two apparent Gokus seems intriguing. At the rocky area, Goku asks Goku Black if that was all of his strength, then transforms into Super Saiyan 2. The two starts fighting while Whis broadcasts the fight with his staff for those who didn't fly from Capsule Corporation to watch. Goku Black emerges from Goku's attack unharmed and powers up, which causes the portal he came through to convulse. As the two fight again, Krillin points out that Goku Black's Ki keeps increasing. Future Trunks wonders why Goku is not using the power he used to defeat him, and Vegeta informs him that Goku has a bad habit of not fighting seriously at the beginning. Goku tells Goku Black he is waiting for his full power, and Goku Black tells him there is no point to rush things and wants to have more fun. Beerus notes that this is not Goku versus Goku, as Goku Black's ki feels different. Goku says he will force him to use his full power and starts to fight again but is knocked back. When the portal keeps convulsing, Goku Black is distracted by some feeling, and Goku kicks him all the way back to Capsule Corporation. Goku Black is unfazed, claiming that every blow he is dealt makes him stronger, and power-ups even further and knocks Goku away. The force from the attack knocks over the time machine, which Goku Black then recognizes. Goku attacks Goku Black, and they exchange blows, but Black feels pain as a time portal begins pulling him back. Goku powers down, confused. Black realizes that the temporal distortion caused by Trunks' time machine is correcting itself, forcing him to return to the future. In a final act of defiance, Black destroys the time machine with an energy blast before being pulled back. Whis explains that Black's time ring reacted to the distortion, sending him to the past, but as it corrected, he was sent back. In the future, Black emerges in pain, disappointed that he missed his chance to kill Trunks but satisfied that he has absorbed Goku's fighting style and power. Seeing the portal close, Black is pleased that Trunks is stranded in the past and resolves to continue his reign of terror in the future. In the past, Future Trunks is heartbroken over his destroyed time machine, realizing that Black has returned to the alternate timeline and will continue to wreak havoc with no one to stop him. Goku asks how strong Goku Black was in comparison to the alternate timeline, and Future Trunks responds that Goku was only half as strong. Vegeta reassures Trunks that both he and Goku have grown stronger since training with Beerus and Whis. However, Goku mentions that Black's power steadily increased during their battle. Pilaf and his gang, posing as firemen, extinguish the fire on the time machine. Trunks asks Bulma if she can repair the machine, but she says it's impossible to rebuild it from scratch, even with future Bulma's notes. Suddenly, Bulma gets an idea and rushes to her office. Beerus notes that, with the time machine destroyed, manipulating time will be much harder. Whis then asks Future Trunks if he saw the ring Goku Black was wearing, which Trunks confirms. Whis explains that only Supreme Kais are allowed to wear them. It was a time ring. Piccolo asks if Goku Black is a Supreme Kai, but Beerus replies a Supreme Kai wouldn't directly resemble a human being or Saiyan, much less look exactly like Goku. Future Trunks asks Whis to lend him a time ring to return to the future, but Beerus reiterates that only a Supreme Kai may possess one. Whis notes that with a time ring only provides a temporary trip to the future, the time portal forcefully pulls them back into their own era, but traveling to the past should have been impossible. Krillin recalls Whis rewinding time to correct Frieza's destruction of the Earth, but Whis reminds him that he can only rewind time, and only by 3 minutes. Future Trunks looks at his charred time machine, disappointed that he could not follow through with future Bulma's promise. Vegeta approaches him, and while looking forward, tells him not to give up. Bulma, looking exhausted and ravaged, tells the others that hope is not yet lost, and reveals that she was looking for a capsule. She throws it, and everyone is surprised to see Future Trunks' other time machine, the one used by Cell to travel to the past. In the alternate timeline, Future Mai is revealed to be alive and was just knocked unconscious. Future Trunks and the others express their surprise upon Bulma showing them the other time machine. When Goku shows confusion over where it came from, Bulma explains that it is the time machine that Cell used to travel to this timeline, and that she is in possession of it after asking Future Trunks before if she could keep it for research. Goku and Vegeta vow to travel back in time with Future Trunks to help him deal with Goku Black. But Bulma stops them and tells them that they are unable to go, as it's poor condition, but thanks to the lab notes retrieved from future Bulma, she says she will be able to get it up and running soon. Goku asks Whis for more training, but he declined, and decides to train on King Kai's planet, while Vegeta trains with the gravity machine. However, when Goku heads to King Kai's, he is quickly turned down after the mess that he had left on his planet after his previous training session. Meanwhile, Goku Black, in the future timeline, begins to grow more accustomed to his power after experiencing the moves of Goku firsthand. He expresses his desire to see more of him, in action, so that his power will continue to evolve. Back in the present, Dr. Brief and his wife Bikini return from their vacation, and Bulma asks if he will assist her with fixing up the time machine. When Future Trunks overhears Mai's name, he is stunned and tells her how he knew her in the future. Mai asks what she was like in the future, and Future Trunks tells her the story of Goku Black and the resistance that formed soon thereafter. One day in the future, Goku Black suddenly appeared and laid waste to most of humanity. Those who survived went underground and formed a resistance who fought back, one led by Future Mai and with Future Trunks assisting. However, all their attempts ended in vain, and the two were left with no other choice but to use the time machine to go to the past to seek help. And Mai starts to become smitten with Future Trunks, much to Trunks' dismay. With his story finished, Trunks asks why Future Trunks didn't bring Future Mai with him, but he explains that she is gone. Goku appears via instant transmission and offers some encouragement and advice. Meanwhile, Beerus thinks of Goku Black and the Kai that he let off, finding it to be familiar as Whis agrees and decides to do some investigating on the matter. Bulma is currently working on repairing the time machine. Mai and Shu are handing her things she calls for, working hard for Future Trunks' sake. Bulma asks Mai to get her something from Laboratory 2, and Trunks offers to lead her there. Dr. Briefs is repairing something else while Pilaf is watching. Vegeta is violently training in the gravity room, vowing to never forgive Goku Black for killing his wife. Goku and Beerus loudly exclaim how hungry they are, while Whis is observing a recording of Goku's earlier fight with Goku Black. Future Trunks is laying in bed when he wakes up after having a nightmare about Goku Black killing Future Mai. He gets up and asks Bulma how the time machine repairs are going, and she answers that she's making progress. Bulma explains that she's figured out how to power the time machine, but it'll take a day to fill the tank. Future Trunks is surprised, mentioning that in his timeline, it took almost a year to fill just half. Bulma notes the challenges her future self faces with limited equipment. When Future Trunks offers help, she says she's got it covered with help from the others. She then suggests he change his clothes. Outside, Krillin and Piccolo are doing yard work when Future Trunks asks about Gohan. Piccolo explains that Gohan has become a scholar and is no longer fighting. Future Trunks recalls that future Gohan was his mentor, and how his death led him to transform into a Super Saiyan. Krillin suggests he visit Gohan, who's at a conference. After receiving a map, Future Trunks waits for Gohan, who recognizes him. Future Trunks is surprised by Gohan's lack of power, but they end up eating ice cream together, and Gohan invites him to his house. Gohan introduces Future Trunks to Videl and Mr. Satan. Future Trunks knows who Mr. Satan is due to his appearance in the Cell games, but Mr. Satan interrupts him, saying he must be famous in the future. Gohan introduces Future Trunks to Pan, who sprays her bottle at him playfully. Videl apologizes while Pan does the same to Mr. Satan and Gohan. Pan then levitates in the air, and Future Trunks is surprised, but he realizes that she is Gohan's daughter. Gohan calls for Pan to come down as he dons his Great Saiyaman suit. Gohan catches Pan as he and Videl invite Future Trunks to stay for dinner. Videl is cooking, Gohan is finishing his conference report, and Mr. Satan shows Future Trunks recordings of his victory rallies. Future Trunks asks himself what he is doing as the future is in danger. Mr. Satan is called by Videl, so he asks Future Trunks to watch Pan, who playfully hits him and pulls his hair. Gohan and Future Trunks are spending time outside with Pan. Gohan mentions he should be stricter with Pan, but softens when he sees her face. Future Trunks feels warmth seeing Gohan happy. Videl calls them for dinner, and Future Trunks reflects on how life might have been if Goku Black had never appeared. During dinner, Future Trunks realizes what he's fighting for. Later that night, Future Trunks, now in a new outfit, asks where Goku is. Krillin mentions that Goku and the gods went to Universe 10 to investigate Goku Black's ki. which is similar to someone they know in Universe 10. There, a mysterious core person dressed like Black appears.